This is Hurricane Ian, and as I recall this, it's about to make landfall on the western side of Florida, right there near Cape Coral. Now you're looking at the storm here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. The sim has live weather tracking, which means when storms like this one appear, we can jump in and have a very close look. In a minute then, we're going to fly over the top of the storm at an altitude of 43,000 feet, which you just saw, and I've got live weather enabled, and we've now got the live time. Before we jump into the sim though, my thoughts to everyone who's actually out there at the moment. I really hope for the best for you all. I do have a friend up Sarasota way, and I know they've taken all the best precautions they possibly can. Right here, we are above the eye of the hurricane. You can see the very edge there of Cape Coral, and we're going to move the camera down into that storm in just a moment. But up here, it all looks deceptively peaceful. Now, I'm not going to fly into the storm. I'm not a good enough pilot for that, and besides, there's probably very few planes out there that will be capable of making such a trip successfully. Now, even from this altitude, we can see that the winds are very high indeed. Look at all the white caps on the sea down there. The water then is extremely rough. On the horizon, you can see the wall of the eye of the hurricane as it approaches this particular region. The clouds are moving extremely fast, presenting some dramatic cloud formations and changes. And as I keep the camera still here for just a moment, you can see just how rapidly that weather front is changing. Meanwhile, to the right of the screen, we can see the fast approaching rain. This is all being shown in real time. I haven't accelerated anything up. We sit here for just a few moments as we watch that storm front approach. Now, unfortunately, perhaps for Microsoft Flight Simulator, whilst it does a fantastic job of rendering the sea, as well as the clouds and rain formations, it doesn't do a fantastic job of showing the effects of wind. That's not to say that the winds are not modelled within the sim. They are, and they do a very good job, and these have an extreme effect upon the aircraft. But here, I'm talking about the effect of wind upon trees and other areas. It's not really something that actually gets modelled. At any rate, here comes that storm front. And here is that same storm front from a slightly different perspective. So there's a very brief look at Hurricane Ian just as it makes landfall over in Florida. We're sitting here again on the runway in Sarasota International, and the rain is lashing down very, very hard. So there we have a very quick look at Hurricane Ian in Microsoft Flight Simulator. That then brings us to an end of this video. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.